Staying put in a pumpkin shell is a bleak and depressing habit. There's a ring on the carousel, and it's yours if you'll only grab it. Hey, y'all, come on in. You're here on a great day.
We are off on a carousel ride today with Salve and Oak.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on Wednesday or Saturday mornings, why, come on in the live chat. Meet the Whiff Pack. Cool group of friends hanging out, talking about all kinds of things. Carolina Shaves is in there. They'd love to meet you, too.
They would. And for our mention today, Marcus would like to talk about another new release from Salve and Oak.
Y'all, I just got the text from DJ. Salve and Oak has just released Dr. Schneider, an exclusive to the Razor Company and a collaboration with Ken Schneider, the vintage head shaver. And y'all, it is a Dr. Pepper inspired soap. I could not be more excited. And according to DJ, it is frighteningly close to the original, which just reminds me of my breakfast with my grandmother in Stockton, California, when I would spend a week with her. I would have a cold Dr. Pepper. We would watch the Weather Channel and then The Price is Right, and she would have her cigarettes. Oh, it was a magical time. And what is our soap today?
We have a Seaside Carousel for you. Let's meet it.
Y'all, it is almost like DJ had me in mind specifically when he created this one.
Yep.
From the sales page at salveandoakco.com.
Seaside Carousel, sweet, nostalgic, coastal. Seaside Carousel captures the magic of a summer evening spent along the boardwalk, where the scent of ocean air mingles with warm caramel treats and the laughter from a nearby carousel drifts through the breeze. Bright candied apple and fresh coastal air create a crisp, playful opening, while notes of glazed popcorn, saltwater taffy, and creamy coconut bring all the charm of your favorite seaside fare. As the fragrance settles, rich sea salt caramel, praline vanilla, and smooth woods create a warm, comforting finish that lingers long after the sun has set. The result is a scent that is both delightfully sweet and perfectly balanced by the freshness of the coast. Whimsical, comforting, and full of nostalgic charm. Seaside Carousel brings the unforgettable memories of a classic beachside boardwalk to life.
My apologies, my stomach actually rumbled as she was reading the sales page.
This really does have you written all over it.
I would have been fine if it was just candied apple and popcorn,
Caramel.
giving me that sense of a theme park. But no, he took it to a seaside location, reminiscent of like Santa Cruz or Monterey,
Right?
California.
Even the taffy's in there, my
Y'all,
goodness.
we can't wait. Let's take this one out of the box. Y'all, this is amazing because this arrived yesterday afternoon, and tomorrow morning we are off to Monterey, California for a few days for her birthday. By the time you see this, we will be back with some surprises because we are told that the Carmel drugstore has a large selection of wet shaving accoutrement, and we're going to shoot a little bit of a video there too. What a perfect overture for our getaway to one of our favorite seaside towns where Old Fisherman's Wharf and Cannery Row still smell like popcorn and candied apple. Oh, this got here at the perfect time. Look at how beautiful this packaging is. Y'all, and there's a note. Marcus and Sarah, we hope you enjoy your fun mail. Heather and DJ,
will.
thank you guys so
It's
much.
like an early birthday present.
Look at this, y'all. The
I don't wanna mess
sticker,
it up.
the tissue
Okay,
paper.
here we
How
go.
beautiful. And I did get a little sneak peek at this label, but wait until you all see it. Oh, wait a minute. Is this a new tub from
let's-
Salve and Oak? Hold on a second.
Let's see.
It is. Gone are the tins, y'all. Look how
Upgrade.
beautiful this container is. And look at that label artwork. Is that not extraordinary?
Even the side label is the actual carousel. Look at the side.
And the sunset. Oh, beautiful, DJ. I love this.
And here's the splash. You can actually see the ocean coming in. It has a pier going on, all the fun rides. This brings back so many memories.
We were wondering what set we were going to take on our trip. All right, y'all, will come along with us for a first impression. Is this their new tallow formula?
This one is,
Y'all,
yes.
I am such a fan of this new base from Salve and Oak. I got a great shave out of our last one, Sunlit Coast.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that these are both coastal soaps. And you know what's funny? We are stopping at Santa Cruz, California on our way back, where they still have a Seaside carousel, one of the last few in existence. And as you go around the carousel, you can reach out and grab a metal ring with your finger and try to throw it in a clown's mouth as you come around the bend and win a free ride. Y'all. All right, take it in. See what you get.
Candied apple, popcorn, and ocean air, y'all.
I'm excited to see what the balance is in this soap, where one scent stops and the other starts.
Yeah, I think you're going to be a fan. But it is a joyride. There are a lot of scents going on in here. At first, I wasn't sure how you were going to get all those tiers and all the things happening. I thought I had the praline first. Then I was like, no, I think it's the caramel side coming through. Then the ocean air hit me, like the little salty air off the ocean itself. And then it kind of got a little more fun. I think that's like more the candied stuff going on. So it is a journey. It's a little warmer than I was expecting. I don't know why I was expecting a more like childlike version, but it's actually more, I think, an adult lens looking at this, which is even more nostalgic and fun.
We had something here in San Francisco that was called Playland at the Beach. It's legendary around here. It was a big amusement park right there where the breakers hit the sand. My mom used to go when she was little, and she had a bunch of the little prize tokens in her jewelry box her whole life.
This is one where I have to keep spinning the tub. I got the apple.
Like a carousel.
Yes, exactly. I got the apple, then I keep spinning, and then I did get the salty popcorn. And then it went back to like the ocean air. It's a fun adventure. You want to keep walking up and down this boardwalk, y'all. I don't know how, but I'm really getting more of like the sunset vibes. Like from this picture, it does feel like it's almost the closing of a fun day. Like all the scents from being around everything are with you, or maybe it's just spinning around the carousel that it's bringing all the whiffs along too. But it's kind of like the content end of your day. Like you did all the things you wanted to do and you had way too much fun and you're tired in the best of ways.
The beach boardwalk is so much prettier and more romantic after the sun goes down, isn't it, y'all?
It's a whole thing.
Oh. You've seen The Lost Boys. That was shot at the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk here in California. A stone's throw from Moon Soaps, by the way.
It's gently gourmandy the whole time. I'm not sure if that's the praline. I'm not sure if that's like the creamy coconutty thing. It almost goes woodsy. So then I doubt myself that it's not as gourmandy as I'm thinking. And then as soon as I find the woods, then I'm back to the gourmand. So they are there throughout the whole whiff, but you kind of dance along them. Whether you want it to be more almost cotton candy-ish, kind of light and airy and sugary, or if you want the actual caramely kind of thing, or the salty popcorny thing, it's a joyride, my friends.
I wonder if he has a seaside park up in Washington the way we do in Santa Cruz, because the redwoods come right up to the beach there too. Interesting.
So they know what they're talking about. I think the apple is bringing me in. There's a crisp sweetness that really is like a wonderful, it's not a citrus, but it almost creates most sense have a citrus at the beginning. It's kind of creating that fun, joyful kind of thing. And then you dive into more of like the creamy, gourmandy kind of section. And then at the end, I think is where I'm getting the salty kind of whiff from the ocean, not the salty popcorn. Maybe both on the way out of the whiff.
How does the popcorn sit in there? Because that's one of my favorite notes, going all the way back to The Big Top by A&E, y'all.
So this is very fresh popcorn. It's not the oily movie theater popcorn, if that makes sense. It's kind of been popped in front of you, like when you see it in the cart itself. It's more that.
Anybody else's local movie theater let you be in charge of the butter that goes in the popcorn? That's not a great idea for me. You could pretty much lubricate your car with the popcorn by the time I'm done with it.
I really get the concept of like the breeze going by, like you're on a carousel. Like I can't settle down on the exact scent notes, but I kind of like that because that's the exact vibe of being on the carousel. So you're not getting hit over the head with anything specific, but there's certain things that are easier to find than others as you're whirling around. So I think it's the parts that I like the most is what I am finding first, but I'm curious what you're going to get. Like as you take a whiff, there might be other parts that pop out to you. There's something grounded about it, and I think that's more like the creamy base of a praline or kind of the gourmandy-ish kind of darker tones, like almost like a caramely color. And then I think it kind of rides up and gets a little more sugary sweet in the air with the apple portion, and then it's the ocean kind of vibe. It's like, so it's almost like there's 3 different tiers within the ride on the carousel.
We also have the Guinness Book of World Records winner for the biggest carousel here in Santa Clara, California, at what used to be called Marriott's Great America. Now I think it's called Six Flags Great America, and it's closing in the next few weeks after having been open for 50 years. This is a picture of that carousel. Y'all, it was 2 stories.
There's some kind of an amber hue that stays with this throughout the whole whiff. It's almost like a bronzy, kind of like the amber of the bottle color. I don't know exactly what portion that is, but it's kind of becoming a little bit more of like a thumbprint for Salve and Oak. There's something kind of like this bronze candied kind of a thing that I really am enjoying. I don't know if it's like a saffrony note or something, but it's a gentle, warm spice that I feel like I'm recognizing in a few of the other 2 that we had. Like there's just subtly, but if you're looking for it, I feel like I can find it. I'm not sure if it's part of the base or just kind of their perfumer's note that they're leaving behind. So I would say this is gourmand-ish. It doesn't hit you over the head so hard with the gourmands that you feel like you can't get the environment around you.
Right.
But the gourmands are necessary to know where you're at. So if you're not a crazy gourmand fan, I think there's another portion of this with the aquatic kind of ocean layer and the other stuff going along around you that it kind of tames it down a little bit. Where it could easily have gone crazy candy corn and stuff the whole time, it's the exact ratio that we enjoy. So it's still gourmandy, but it's not like 75% gourmand and just a little ocean. I think it's a good balance going on in here. There is something about that kind of breeze of the ocean at the end. So I think I would know it's coastal. I may not know I'm on a carousel, but I think I would have gotten the fun kind of portion that comes along with it.
That is one thing I always get when we go to Monterey, California, is a big old caramel apple. We have it in the hotel room at the end of the day. Okay, I am so excited about this. Taking it
DJ
in.
knows you love your gourmand.
The shaking clam. There is the pour, y'all. Maybe a little vanilla in here. I remember reading something about vanilla in there. All right, here we go. DJ. Y'all, this is not the candle that you would get at Target labeled caramel and popcorn. That's what I was expecting. This is not it. This is not it. This is way closer to something you'd find at Sephora, and yet somehow seen through the glasses of a carnival. Whoa. This is like a high-level EDP kind of balance going on in here with musks and vanillas, and it's just been elevated way beyond what I thought this would be. And yet, the apple and popcorn and all that stuff are still there.
Right.
That feeling of being at the theme park where you're getting a little bit of funnel cake from over here and a little bit of popcorn from over here and a little bit of caramel apple from over here is still here, but it's just been given like this layer of sophistication underneath it all. Oh, okay. Whoa.
I think that's what I was trying to say, that it's more crowd pleasing of a gourmand, but that was a much better way to say it.
The caramel apple has nuts on it. Y'all, it has some peanuts on the outside.
Action.
Maybe some almonds. Praline. That's what it is. Okay. Oh, I don't even want to start deconstructing this just because the balance is so beautiful.
But there's a lot of scent notes in there creating that wonderful balance.
Okay, the apple does meet you at the door, but it's only poking its head above the surface just a little. Most of what's going on here is that fabulous balance of all of those scents at once as you're walking down the boardwalk at sunset.
I almost feel like there's different little pictures and snippets of your day, and that's what you're getting with each little whiff.
The second part that meets me is brilliant because it's almost like the salt that would be on the popcorn meeting with the salt of the sea air. It's like that salt takes you out to that salt and reminds you that you are at the seaside. And it's a super gentle apple. Apple is in the rose family, y'all, as far as the botanicals are concerned. And this is kind of doing that. There's nothing tart about the inside of this apple. It is not a Granny Smith by any sense of the imagination. It's beautifully sweet and musky and gentle and almost floral, maybe a hint of apple blossom along with that apple. And then it's dipped in caramel. And look at my face. Caramel is not the easiest thing for perfumery to pull off. I have a couple of caramel-centered gourmands from Dua, and to me, they don't even smell like caramel. This really does. Oh, and here's why this is cool. At first, I wasn't even really getting the popcorn, and then I asked my nose to kind of look for it, and as soon as I did, it was like I was walking past the popcorn cart, and then it was all I got. All I got was popcorn. Which is, again, speaking to the complexity of this balance. When you're looking for something, it jumps out at you from the inside out. And how is the ocean air pulling against those other scents beautifully, because that's the one scent note in here that's been turned down in the balance. It's gourmandy first, and it's just there as a gentle reminder that you're not in the middle of Santa Clara at Great America. You are at Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. And you know how the beach smells different at night? Something about the cold sand, something about the trees come out differently. That sense is in here. So that's not sunrise. That is definitely sunset. And y'all, when I dive into the woods, I am definitely getting some kind of redwood bark and almost like a fir needle. It's getting way under the surface. Way. I mean, you have to like look up past the carousel to see the trees in the distance. But that's where we're at. So this is kind of Washington, maybe / California, West Coast inspired.
I'm with you. Mm-hmm.
And I love it. And the coolest thing about this, almost Christmassy.
Almost.
The coolest thing about this is if you were to walk into a boardroom wearing this, it wouldn't read gourmand. I know, because you get the popcorn, you get the candied apple, but something about the way it's been put together is just sort of subtly sweet and nostalgic. The earliest gourmand accords didn't really point to any particular food or drink. They just had that sort of mouth-watering allure to them. Patchouli used to be one of the notes in these 3-note gourmands from the ancient perfuming books. That's kind of how this is put together. And you know what? Look at my face. It's not buttered popcorn. There's no butter in here. You know what this is? This is kettle corn.
I thought
this is kettle corn. You know how my grandparents used to bring back those enormous bags from the flea market of freshly popped kettle corn? They had kind of a crispy glaze on them.
But still had salt. So the salty part is still there.
And I love how the salt carries you from the popcorn all the way out to the ocean salt. I'm still getting that in here. A little bit of that ocean foam somehow. Well, y'all, come along with us. We're going to take a second spin around this carousel, look at these scent notes, and build you a lather. All right, back to the sales page at salvenoco.com. Well, I was wrong about one thing. It says candied green apple in here, but look at my face. There is nothing sour or tart to me about this apple. That's why I perceived it as more like red or golden. Maybe the candied part of it takes the sour out of the green apple. But you know how Granny Smith's making you go,
oh, she smells it now.
It's not that old. You want a little bit of this?
A gourmand town.
Now, I don't know if these are in like ingredient order, where the first one is the major scent note and the second one's the second major scent note. But the second one here is ocean air. I get that below and above everything else.
Agreed.
That's not the heart of the whiff for me. But this next one.
I forgot this one.
Kind of is. I almost forgot this too. Saltwater taffy, which is kind of nondescript, because when you do walk into a saltwater taffy place like the one on Pier 39, you get all of the flavors at once. So it is just like that sugary mix of all your favorite flavors kind of put together on a bed.
Maybe
of
a
salt.
little lactonic, but just like subtly, like a little creamy.
Right. And then glazed popcorn. Tell me this is not kettle corn.
It is. It's just been years since I've had it, but it smells darn good. I love watching them make it at flea markets and things.
And then coconut, which I think has just given me the sense of like sand at the beach. I don't really get a coconut note in here.
It's hard to find.
I can tell that it's kind of doing something else in here.
And then we have sea salt caramel next to praline, next to sweet cream, next to vanilla. Those 4 friends are really hanging for the mids for me, I think.
Those are like one accord. And I think that's what's helping to create that sense of actual caramel in here for me. Musky somehow and beautiful. Imagine a caramel musk. That's in here.
Almost coming off as woodsy. It's still gourmandy, but there's like something in the depths of it that I just have a lot more going on.
And then a soft, warm vanilla cream is kind of what I get in here. And I love that sweet cream is a note. That's your lactonic, kind of bringing all this together, being kind of a bed of musks that the rest of this is sitting on.
Like my brain was like, could there be funnel cake around here? Like it just, it can sense what's next to it, you know?
Take my word for it. You're not going to get funnel cake past me. It's in here somehow. And then that sense of sandalwood under here is kind of binding with the lactonic in the sweet cream and taking me back down to the beach. A little bit of a sense of driftwood and a little bit of warm sand in the sandalwood is happening for me. Beautiful.
And I almost picture like the actual wood of the boardwalk. Like there's something like that. Like that's how for me, I mean, we know Santa Cruz, but that's where it takes me to be more coastal. Because when you walk, you can actually see it. Even when I went to Coney Island, like the whole portion that you walk is all wood panels. And I remember like, it's just a different scent when the sun and and the earth that kind of take over close to coastalness. Like,
Right.
it turns the dock into like driftwood. Like, it changes the width of it somehow.
If you're ever in Santa Cruz, go up the hill to Roaring Camp Railroads. They've built kind of a mock-up of an old-fashioned western town, and you can jump on one of their old-timey railroads and take it all the way down to the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. And I mean, it parks right at the boardwalk. And here's the creepiest thing about that train ride. You go through this tunnel under this giant section of land that is in Santa Cruz, and the person narrating your trip says, "By the way, we are now passing under a cemetery."
Oh, good.
Y'all, I grew up working at a cemetery, and that still creeped me out. I like to be on top of cemeteries, not underneath them. All right, I figure if we build a lather now, I'll be one step closer to being able to try that splash. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, there's a nice pushback to my stick on this. Ooh, I like this kind of consistency in a soap. And look at that little oxidation on top. You can tell there's some vanilla in that. I'm going to push this into the honeycomb ridges of your Vanillade bowl from Monica, deep in the heart of Texas.
I was going for some carnival kind of boardwalk carousel vibes, you know?
And where'd you get that incredible custom-made brush?
This is from Opus. It is my strawberry shortcake brush. I figured that hit our vibe for today.
Okay, I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons worth of water into the bowl. Let the water hang out at the bottom, and then she's just going to go ham on the soap on top.
Try not to get on the dog, but we'll see. There is somehow more of a breeze going by as I'm building this lather. There's getting a little more space between all the scent notes. It really is approaching the almost fall vibes without quite tipping into it.
That's an interesting point.
Yeah.
I don't get summer from this. I get fall.
Do you? Okay.
I get something cool.
One of my friends was telling me how September is Summerween. It's between summer, but it's not quite Halloween, but we want to make it be Halloween.
Don't badger knots usually suck up a ton of your lather? Usually. Yeah, but look at what's going on over here with Salve and Oak.
It's doing just fine.
Woo! And this is something you will only find here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the which horse on the carousel is your favorite whip. On 3, 1, 2. This gets more and more realistic the more I smell it, but it still keeps that fabulous perfumer's balance.
See what that one does for you.
Oh, the apple jumps out a little bit more in this, but so does the caramel, so does the ocean air.
It's a little less lactonic-y for me over here.
Yeah.
And a little brighter.
Right.
Like the lights are still up a little bit more in this version than it is in the base.
Oh, the vanilla's here a little bit more. Beautiful. It gets a little more intense.
Is that what it is? It spreads out, but it gets a little louder maybe?
Right. And y'all, we love watching DJ's Saturday morning shaves for the Razor Company on occasion, but we don't do shaving here on the Barbershop Duet. But we thought you might like to see what this Salve and Oak lather, are you kidding me, looks like when it coats and covers. Oh, and it just feels good on my face. I'm going to put a little bit under my nose.
Please do. So you can smell all the goodness.
Heaven.
It's got a good padded slickness over here with all the tallow action.
Protective and slick. All right, y'all, come along with us. We're going to see if we can take one more pass through the funhouse before this part closes and go a little deeper. Wow. All right, and here comes the part I have been most excited about, putting this splash on. Let's see if I can get this electrical tape off. Oh, she woke up for the splash. Her eyes got big. All right, here we go. You take a little of this there. I'm going to take a little of this here.
You're going to like that. Oh, she's awake.
See, here we go.
Lanny likes her gourmandi.
The caramel
hits
me first in the splash, and then the popcorn is underneath it, and the apple's underneath that. Oh, beautifully
and then that
done.
Ocean air, sunset-y kind of thing, it's coming through.
Prevalent through all of it. Somehow, this never leaves the ocean. Beautifully blended, DJ and Heather. This is wild. And I still say, I will put my flag in this, that you could wear this to work and people would be like, wow, you smell fantastic. Not like, wow, you smell like Great America.
I think it's the apple. It's just really saving the day somehow, like cleaning it up and kind of adding a crispness to all of the gourmandy, creamy, kind of praline-y sides in here.
And there's a lot going on in how all of these notes are coming together. It's not just like one singular note that you get. Whichever note you look for tends to burst through a little bit brighter in the balance when you're smelling for it.
I can tell it's a sea salt caramel. I think that is what really helps kind of create a fun kind of mystery to it. It's not just caramel. There's the things around it. Even like the coconutty portion, I'm getting a little bit more, almost lactonic, but not. It's just that subtly sweet vanilla-ish kind of thing. But it's really helping it not get too gourmandy, like that you feel like you're getting cavities. The apple kind of helps tame it down, the ocean air, and even like that driftwoody kind of feel for me.
What I'm getting now is like the taffy mixed with the sweet cream. A beautiful lactonic under the surface for me.
Well, this is really making us want to go to the boardwalk. I'm glad we kind of are going
Good thing we're packing the car right now.
Makes it worth it.
Had
right
to like
here.
go anyway.
This is still the adult lens going for me. Like it's more nostalgic. It's not the little kid vibes. You can't eat my hand. Don't eat the soap, Lenny. But I really like how I don't feel like I'm 6 going down the boardwalk. I'm
it's
an
not
adult.
a childish scent at all.
Yeah, this is what my adult thinks I smelled when I was a kid.
Right. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be Marcus when he was about 8 years old, being taken down to Monterey, California for the very first time for a little weekend vacation with his parents, thinking that you're going to be a little bit bored on this trip because they talk about art museums and they talk about like an aquarium that's kind of like a museum. And you're like, well, how fun is this going to be for me? Until you see this enormous building, Cannery Row, in which is built a phenomenal carousel. And right next to it is a magic shop. And right next to it, my hand to God, is a little cage where a live chicken will beat you at tic-tac-toe every time you play. And it was absolutely magical, and I got my own. So head over to salveandoakco.com to find this and all kinds of other cool stuff. Well, I have had my shave, y'all, with Seaside Carousel, and for a brand new artisan, it is amazing how fabulous this lather is. Thick and protective, and you know the kind of glide where you can't really even tell if the razor is actually making contact with your face. You're like, oh wait, there must be something wrong, and then you feel it, and it's absolutely BBS. That's the kind of shave I get with this, and in one of the most whimsical and beautiful scents we have yet experienced on this show. Thank you, DJ and Heather, for whisking us away to some of our favorite places and letting us revisit some of our favorite memories in the shave locker. We'll be back for some Dr. Pepper very soon. Hey, welcome to Messages.
So for our August giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to get $25 to Adopted Acre.
That's right, y'all. And all you have to do to be eligible for this giveaway is send us an email here to WeSentYou at thebarbershopduet.com so that we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways, and then check back here on our first September episode to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck! I'm getting the kettle corn now. Oh, it is a good time here, my friends.
Even a little bit of the smoke from the kettle that makes the kettle corn. That's how nuanced this is. And that was a word I wanted to make sure I got in before this review is over. It's not just it's a popcorn scent. It's not just it's an apple scent. It's that every single one of those accords has so much going on inside of it. And then when they all mix together, all of the tendrils moving throughout this scent make it absolutely extraordinary.
As this is drying down, it's the caramel part that's really sticking throughout the whole whiff for me as well. The apple is still there, but I think my nose is latching onto more of the caramel side, which is totally your jam.
Now, this may not surprise anybody, seeing as how gourmandy a fan I am. But there are gourmands, and then there are gourmands that tell a story, gourmands that whisk you away, gourmands that take you back to your childhood and give you something to enjoy as a grown-up adult. We are making this a member of our 2026 Masterpiece Collection. Congratulations, Salve and Oak, DJ and Heather. Absolutely deserving for everything that is going on in this little charmer.
We normally have us pick soaps that we're going to do for our birthday episodes that where things kind of land.
Right.
And I really didn't mean to do this, but it's kind of fitting that this landed on our birthday episode week. So thank you for having me in mind, y'all.
Anybody want to take a guess at how old Sarah's going to be this week? You're going to be wrong. She is fully expecting us to throw some kettle corn on the floor.
She keeps
for
sniffing.
her.
Like,
That's
is
what
that
she
it?
wants.
No, it's not. But I want to lick it.
Well, DJ and Heather, Salve and Oak, thank you so much for sending this out for free to our little show to review and starting off our Monterey weekend in the best way possible. I'm going to be wearing this on the entire trip.
It's true. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell more nostalgic just watching this.